Here we are at the Abydos City Hall, a building I was paid 600 diamonds to complete during Mayor Ruby's term. It's a gorgeous building if my biased opinion does say so myself. Anyway, I decided I'd take you guys on a tour of the building today, as well as discuss some of the Mayors of Abydos past and some of their campaign posters. So let's start here with the main floor. This is where we pay our taxes, and for most normal citizens, this is really as far as we kind of go. We come in here, pay our taxes, there's some bounty hunter box stuff for a bounty hunter game. Looks like papers for writing your slips. Anyway, so I'm going to go into the employees only sort of areas. This was originally intended on being where we voted for mayor. However, I don't think the last votes took place there. I don't remember. It's been a little while. So then we go in this hallway, and here we are at kind of just a lobby-ish area. There's a storage room here. And the other side has the Eternal Flame. So this was the very first candle once candles came out, and it was lit by Eternal Gamer here, and it's going to be forever lit as the Eternal Flame. These used to have paintings on them, but unfortunately those paintings are gone because they keep bugging out. This is the security desk. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to this because I think we got to go through this hallway first. So I'll go back through here. And so now if we take a right, we go through here. This is the conference room, and we've actually had quite a few meetings in here, and we'll come back to this room later, because this is where we'll discuss the Mayors of Abydos past. This is the courtroom, which you guys have seen before, and this is where we haven't had a court case in a while, luckily, but now this courtroom is actually linked to a security room for holding a prisoner, and we have used it twice. I was in there once after I destroyed the portal, the end portal, and I can't remember who was in it the other time. This is an unfinished basement. But I believe there's some link to the police station somehow for bringing people here. I just don't remember how it was built. I didn't build that. I just built this building. And I built the interior, all for 600 bucks, but I didn't link the police station or anything. So now let's go check out the upstairs. We come to the second floor, and there's a huge meeting room here. This is the city council meeting room, and we've had a few meetings in here, but we actually haven't had meetings here in a while too. And so this is for players to either propose certain projects or new builds. These maps are super outdated. Actually, they look like fairly up to date. They're missing a few builds, but to be honest, this one's not up to date. But that's industrial district is a little bit tighter anyway. But yeah, this is our meeting room, city council meeting room. It's been used a few times. Now we go across the hall is some offices that, depending on who's mayor and who they have in office, just depends whether these are used or not. So I don't think they're currently being used right now. Right now, Coop is solely running the city. Deputy office. Oh, and this is the judge quarters. This has been a few different offices. This has been the guy office. This has been the judge office. This is generally a pretty big fancy office. The office of somebody just under the mayor's control, power, whatever you would say. But yeah, quite a nice little office. It's been a while since I've actually been in here myself, so this is kind of interesting. Let's go in the mayor's office. So the mayor's office is located up in the very top, the top bubble. And we've got, are these original? Yeah, these are waterless bubble columns because we made this back in the day when you could do that. So here's the mayor's office. Here's my old desk. Okay, well, it was only my desk for one term. I never got reelected. But I do see somebody smashed out the window. I guess somebody made a mad dash escape from here, or maybe there was an assassination attempt on the mayor once, but either way, the window's gone. Here we are back in the conference room, and I've made a few adjustments. I've taken the portraits of each of the mayors and put the campaign posters underneath that were used during that election campaign. So we're starting with the very first campaign. It was the Vote for Blood and Vote for Zelda. They were the only two runners, and Zelda won. She had, I think, a 4-month term. And then Ruby took over in July, and she ran against nobody, I think. I don't recall anybody running up against her, but it's possible that somebody did in the original one, but on the second term she won by nobody wanting to compete with her. She was doing a great job, and there was no need for change. But at the end of 4 months, you can't run again, just kind of like the US elections. And so, well, except instead of 4 years, it's 4 months. And so there was a big shift here where a bunch of people went after this position. Ms. Kells went, I went, Ellie went, and Zelda went. So Zelda ran again with this poster here. Less mobs, more buildings, more progress. Then Ellie released this poster, which was to counter my poster that was released a day or two before. And it's free sugarcane and pest control. We axed the competition. This is a picture of me getting hacked. It was really sad. It was a really, really bad poster. And then we have Ms. Kells, who changed his portrait to say vote for Ms. And then we have my poster, which is me riding a tank, running over a zombie. And this was for my campaign, which was for a dictatorship, a communist dictatorship. So there was going to be no more taxes because nobody was going to be paid, so therefore they wouldn't be taxed on it. But there was going to be more work for everyone under experienced leadership, and a huge project which became Medinat, the city of sand, where we have the Black Pyramid, and free cake, which only lasted about a week before I stopped giving out cake. And then after that 2-month term, because I unfortunately did not get re-elected, we had Popaloads and Gamer. They took over. There was a few people who ran. I can't remember everyone, but I remember these are the only posters from that time. We have Kite, who released this, which was the piece of paper named Vote for Kite, a slow restart. And then Gamer had originally made this poster, but then ended up joining up with Popaloads, and they kind of had a co-campaign. I don't have a portrait for Gamer, which is actually really sad since he's been here for so long, and he definitely deserves a portrait. So we should definitely eventually have that made for him and put it here. But this was the beautiful campaign poster he made, reopening of shops, because I had closed shops. All items were distributed by the government under approval with my campaign, so shops was closed. Group journeys to other worlds and community projects. So they ended up winning. And then after their term, they had a 4-month term. Coop took over, and Coop's been the mayor ever since. And Coop will be the mayor until we do elections again, because we actually aren't going to be running elections again for a little while. So Coop is going to be the mayor. Who will be the next mayor of Abydos? We are not sure. Only time will tell. And we have a beautiful view out here of the police station. There's a church across there. The fire hall is just barely in view. You've got the hospital there. That's auction house. Well, if you've made it to the end of this video, as per usual, I very much appreciate you coming and watching. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And until next time, see ya!